And this is normally, you can start recording. So I think, alright.
Please step down here. I don't.
Should be able to switch. Alright, everyone. We should be good to go. Hopefully it's working on your end. I'm BJ O'Brien. Again, thanks. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Those of you with Randy, thanks again for coming out. And we got a great product and company that we want to share with you. Basically, our goal for tonight is to talk about the company, the products, and the business side. And just a little bit about myself and my story is, some of you may know I'm a professional hockey player. And for me, I was looking to find products to increase energy, and again, just be in a better toned, fit area in my life where I can bring my my level for hockey to the next level, get myself to the next level. Try and talk, but you know, it's just one of those. I was searching for products, tried many different things, being a member with GNC, and really struggled finding products that worked, that tasted good, and you know, ultimately getting the results that I wanted. The biggest problem that I had with GNC was you only had the product or the discount at the beginning of the month. Well, I always ran out of products toward the end of the month, and so when I needed to buy new products, I couldn't. And when I did, is then I'd have to pay full price, and I'm like, why do I have a membership when I'm paying full price anyway? So with that, a good friend of mine, Jenny LaRue, I've known since junior high and high school. She actually introduced me to the products, and with that is her and her husband Brandon, who is with me tonight, and I'll introduce later. Kind of talked to me about the products and what they could do for me. And with that, you know, I was open, but again, a little skeptical because I was like, hey, I've never heard of these products, you know, and really didn't know much about the company, and so I wasn't sold on it right away. Over a couple months, you know, they kept telling me about it. I did my own research, looking at the products, seeing what athletes actually used them. Found out a lot of incredible information as far as professionals of all different sports that use these products that were unpaid endorsers, meaning that they didn't get paid to use these products. They used the products because they worked and they liked the results they were getting. And ultimately, is I ended up trying the 24-day challenge last January, and you know, I was still skeptical when I was trying it. But Brandon, he's like, listen, you got to try this. He's like, you're gonna love it, and he's like, I can guarantee that you'll get the results that you wanted. So I tried it. Within 5 days, I already felt an increase in energy, better practices. I felt better for games, especially when we had the 3-on-3s. Those get long and grueling. And again, by the end of that weekend, is, you know, having that energy and being able to play at the high level that you need to was awesome. And so as I progressed, got into the max phases, that's when the results really started to take effect. And I noticed that I was toning up, losing weight, and you know, being in the shape that I wanted to be in from the beginning. And after it all, I ended up losing 8 pounds, lost 2 inches off my waist. You know, and just toned up everywhere. And with that, I was pleased. And it was at that point that Brandon introduced to me the business opportunity. And I was like, what do you mean a business opportunity? And he's like, you know, make additional income using these products, sharing your story, and selling products to friends and family. I was like, really? So at that point, I was all ears, especially for me, starting my own business with hockey training, doing private lessons and camps. I thought this was an excellent avenue to add to my business for the camps, to not only, you know, help the kids on the ice and off the ice, but now nutritionally, helping the kids, you know, be in the best shape so that they can perform on the ice, as well as, you know, helping out their families. And after talking to Brandon, I joined, and it was honestly the best decision I could have ever made. And with that, is now I'm sharing this with you. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Brandon LaRue, who is my sponsor, and I'll let him share his story.
Well, hello everybody in Mississippi, right? Mississippi?
Yeah.
Biloxi? Is that how you pronounce it?
We're all over half Biloxi.
Okay, and wherever else in the world you might be. I'm Brandon LaRue. And what I'm going to do, I'll share my story about AdvoCare in a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to share more about AdvoCare and kind of answer the 5 most common questions that people have when it comes to AdvoCare. Do the products work? Number 1. Are the products safe? Number 2. And from an opportunity standpoint, can I earn income? Will I get help if I choose to pursue a business? And the 5th question, even though I'm holding up 3, I should have 5 here. The 5th question is, what's my timing? And what's AdvoCare's timing? So to address the first 2 questions, are the products safe? And the answer lies between, and I know Randy, you probably have the DVD. The Science Behind the Products is a good video to watch on your free time or with those ladies and your friends afterwards. But AdvoCare's products are formulated, if I can find the darn page, there we go. AdvoCare's products are formulated by a scientific and medical advisory board. So if you have an Impact magazine, this is it's on page 6. This SciMed board is comprised of 250 years of experience in pharmacology, toxicology, nutritional research, sports nutrition. So this is like the dream team of medical professionals who formulate AdvoCare's products. They are not employed by AdvoCare. They hold positions at esteemed institutions, but they also help AdvoCare formulate their products. I'll touch on a few of these people here just to be respectful of your time. I won't talk about all of them, but my personal favorites are, first, when I started looking at AdvoCare, I was super impressed by the fact that Dr. William Kramer was on the Sports Advisory Council. If you're a fitness person, meaning like a fitness professional, a strength coach, personal trainer, group fitness person, Dr. William Kramer used to be he was the past president of the National Strength Conditioning Association, which I was a member of. It's like the gold standard of strength conditioning and personal training. And he's also a Lifetime Achievement winner of the American College of Sports Medicine, which is another really credible organization that certifies fitness professionals. But in short, if you don't know what those 2 things are, he's like the godfather of sports nutrition, strength conditioning, and fitness nutrition. So the fact that he's on our board, it speaks volumes of credibility about the AdvoCare products. Another person is Dr. Carl Keene, and he's a professor and chairman at University of California, Davis. And what that means is the University of California, Davis is like the Harvard of nutrition. So, if you're seeking the best of the best in nutrition, you go to UC Davis. And not only that, but Carl Keene's like the most cited nutritional researcher in the entire world. So if you're scanning, if you're having to write a thesis, or if you're having to write a nutrition research paper, chances are you're going to run across Carl Keene and his information and his research. So he's a phenomenal person to make sure that AdvoCare stays on the cutting edge of nutritional products and supplemental products in the realm of nutrition. And not only that, but AdvoCare's products are based on peer-reviewed research. There's nothing gimmicky. There's nothing weird. There's nothing that can't be proved by peer-reviewed research that these products work. And my 3rd favorite is Dr. Stanley Dudrick. And Dr. Stanley Dudrick invented TPN nutrition, which is intravenous feeding. So if you've ever known anybody who's had surgery and had to be fed through their vein in order to be kept alive because they simply just couldn't eat and digest food, he invented that. It's one of the top 4 medical discoveries in the past 100 years. He's responsible for saving millions and millions of lives. He's got a branch of St. Mary's Hospital, which is an affiliate of Yale, named after him. And I would encourage you to Google these people and do your own research on them. They're very, very legitimate, very real. I've been blessed with the opportunity to shake hands with every single one of them. So in my shoes, I know they're real. Do your research on them, but I think you'll be impressed by what you see. Another layer of credibility is AdvoCare has a sports advisory council that is comprised of top strength coaches, top athletic trainers, top sports nutritionists who make sure AdvoCare stays on the cutting edge of sports nutrition. This new magazine's killing me. I'll just talk about it. Sports Advisory Council. It's like, let me think. It's like the BCS Top 10. University of Auburn strength coach is on the Sports Advisory Council. Ohio State University on the Sports Advisory Council. John Detman from the University of Wisconsin. So if you're a Badger fan, on the Sports Advisory Council. Kansas University. Dr. Murphy from Kansas. So Kansas, a lot of Kansas players are on the products. George Washington University. Gene Coleman from the Houston Astros. Tim Buss from the Chicago Cubs. So all these people who make up AdvoCare Sports Advisory Council, and again, that just ensures that AdvoCare stays in the top on the cutting edge for sports nutrition research, recovery, performance enhancement. And because of those things, and one other layer is, now I find it, is informed choice. It's another layer of credibility that AdvoCare has behind their products. You'll see on many of the AdvoCare products, you'll see this logo, Informed Choice. And what that means is AdvoCare, Informed Choice is a third-party organization, and that AdvoCare sends their products to get tested for banned substances, contaminants, and impurities. So AdvoCare tests for over 200 of those banned substances, contaminants, and impurities, which leads the industry. Not only that, but AdvoCare leads the industry in the amount of products that they have tested. Nobody touches AdvoCare. So what that means for the average person, the average Jane, average Joe, is that you're getting the best products, the safest products, and the highest quality products that you're putting into your body, which everyone should get that. It really matters. There's a huge quality disparity in the industry. But also, because of those things, though, AdvoCare attracts world-class endorsers. Just like BJ was talking about, AdvoCare's got hundreds of unpaid endorsers. And if you look at the list, it's really impressive. From every major sport, from hockey, like BJ, from NBA basketball, baseball, Major League Baseball. There's an unpaid endorser in every single NFL locker room. It was estimated that 30% of the Olympians in the past Olympics, the American Olympians, were taking AdvoCare products. And when you find Olympians using a product, and Olympians rely on endorsements for income because they don't get paid. You know, if you get paid, you can't be an Olympian. So they rely on endorsements to get their income. So when all those Olympians choose AdvoCare products without compensation, it speaks volumes. Not only that, but the Olympians are the most stringently tested athletes in the entire world. So when they choose to take AdvoCare products, wholeheartedly trust them for their performance and recovery, and knowing they're going to fully get tested often, speaks volumes about AdvoCare. So those are the reasons. Are the products safe? Absolutely. There isn't a safer product line on the planet. Do the products work? We'll talk about the flagship program called the 24-Day Challenge. And before I even do that, I'll play a little video for you guys just to kind of set the tone for 24-Day Challenge. It's sweeping the country. The national average is 10 pounds and 10 inches on this program. And that's that's conservative. So a lot of times people lose much more than that. Sometimes people don't have that to lose. The common denominator, though, is increase in energy and shedding a lot of body fat. Products work. Is that what it did? I think so. Let's figure out the volume. Just hold it.
I've struggled with my weight since I was a child. Up and down, mostly up. So we got involved with AdvoCare, got on the products. I lost 29 pounds the first 24 days of the 24-day challenge. So the next 4 months, lost a total of 65. Then I said, well, maybe a little exercise would help. So started exercising. I'm gone from a 46-inch waist to some loose 34s. And now, at 3 years later, I've lost 122 pounds. And to everybody that's got gray hair or still has some hair and it's not gray, that might be a baby boomer like we are, there's hope. If you make a decision to change your life, to improve your future and your health. It is obviously possible because, at least me, I am validation of that case to be true. You know, it's like Mr. Scott sent me through the transporter on Starship Enterprise and went out like that and came back like this. It's amazing.
Play a story for the ladies, in case there's a lot of ladies watching. Sometimes it's good to see both genders. And let's go to
3.5 years ago, I was a soft, fluffy mom, and I was heavier than I'd ever been in my whole life, with the exception of being pregnant. And I was really frustrated with myself, and I knew that something had changed. I started out on the 24-day challenge, had more energy than I'd ever had. For that first 30 days, I lost 6 pounds, an inch in my waist, and a total of 3% body fat. And since then, I've been consistently taking my products every single day. I have not changed anything with my workouts or my nutrition. They're exactly the same. I just added in AdvoCare products, and I've lost another 10% body fat. As a 40-year-old mom of 2, I was amazed at the results. I'm like, I'm in. Whatever this stuff is, I'm in. I want other women to know that you do not have to throw in the towel just because you're 35 or 40 or you're a mom. Things can change. You can achieve more results.
And in case you're still skeptical yet, one of the doctors of AdvoCare, Todd Miller, takes a real skeptic's approach to his results on the products.
As a researcher, I'm trained
Uh-oh.
to be skeptical about things. So I actually like when
Wah, wah.
Try to go
they just
back.
see if this stuff really works.
Bear with us.
It says it does.
If you hit.
As a
No.
it's all, but
That sucks. No, it's okay.
Skip it. Alright.
It's okay. I can talk about that story. I know Dr. Todd Miller, and the whole reason he became part of AdvoCare in the first place, he's with George Washington University. He's a professor there, doctorate professor there at George Washington University. So he teaches exercise science, strength and conditioning, and stuff like that at George Washington University. And they reached out to him to see if he wanted to be part of the Scientific and Medical Advisory Board with AdvoCare. And being a skeptic, he had to get behind the products first. So that was a story all laying out his journey in being a skeptic, getting on the products, and he did a research experiment on himself from measuring his body fat via bod pod and a DEXA scan. And if you don't know what that is, it is the most accurate analysis of your body fat. So he measured pre-AdvoCare products. He was already doing a workout regimen. He got on the products and he shed like 20 pounds in like 4 months, which isn't that impressive. It's really not. 20 pounds, people do that all the time, is what he says. If you can watch it, we can send you the YouTube link later. But what was super impressive was at his age was how much muscle mass he gained. That guy is ripped at his age. He's like 45 years old, and he goes from being in decent shape, pretty pleasantly plump while being somewhat in shape, and he just shed his body fat and he's ripped. He's probably one of the best shaped guys I know, and he's 15 years older than I am. So, but that's what the story is. We can get that to you later. But I'm going to talk about the 24-day challenge and kind of what's unique about it. 98% of people should start here unless there's a medical reason that they shouldn't. You know, if they can see this from there.
You can turn it. We'll be all right. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, so the 24-day challenge is broken down into 2 different phases. The first 10 days revolves around these 3 products: Spark, the Herbal Cleanse Box, and Omegaplex. And basically what the first 10 days of the Herbal Cleanse is, it's like an oil lubing filter change for your body. If you don't remember anything else about it, know that it's gentle and it's uneventful. It's not something you have to take 10 days of work off. It's something that you are in complete control of your bowel movements and your function. It's super realistic. You don't need a perfect 10 days to do this thing. It's just you eat, and it's an eat program, so you eat lots of lean protein, fruits and vegetables, as many as you want, and we're just trying to clean up the carbohydrate sources, increase the water intake, and reduce dairy, alcohol, and gluten. So we're just trying to reduce the breads and the pastas and the dairies and stuff like that. But just inside, just to go over what's in it, there's a fiber drink, which is like a scrub brush for your GI tract. There's probiotics, which is the good bacteria we want in our gut. We have good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. So we're trying to clear that out, replace all the good stuff. And what that does is it helps with assimilation of food, nutrient absorption, helps with immunity so you don't get sick. And then you also get some herbal cleanse pills that you take at night to help detoxify your body while you sleep. In conjunction with that, you get a bottle of Omegaplex, which is, in other words, people are commonly, and this is commonly referred to as fish oil. However, this is a really high quality fish oil. If you guys haven't, and this is another YouTube thing you can go to, is Dr. Oz and Omegaplex. And he doesn't endorse, it's not like he's saying, I endorse AdvoCare Omegaplex, but what he does say, they did a Consumer Reports study on fish oils, and what they found was tons of brands their label isn't matching up with is the amount of EPA and DHA, which are the omega-3 fatty acids in the product. Not only that, but they're contaminated with heavy metals and whatnot. And there were only 2 brands that came out as these are some products that you can really trust and you can take. And it was AdvoCare's Omegaplex, and the other one was Life Extension something or other. So that speaks volumes. Again, that's just third-party credibility, more of it. And AdvoCare's probiotics, what that video doesn't say, and if you go to the article, it talks about AdvoCare's probiotics as the only one that got the thumbs up for the probiotics. So, but its role, more importantly, its role in the cleanse is to reduce inflammation in our body. There isn't a single cell in our body that doesn't utilize omega-3 fatty acids. So a lot of times when people get on the products, what they notice is they get better hair. And generally it's just females because they notice things like that. Better hair, better skin, better nails. But omega-3 fatty acids help with reducing inflammation in your gut, helps with reducing joint inflammation. It helps with heart health, helps with eye health, helps with brain health. It is so important and vital to have omega-3 fatty acids. And then you get what I refer to as 3 to 5 hours of awesomeness, and that's spark. Put you in the zone for whatever task you have at hand. If you got a boring job, this will make it productively boring. If you like to work out, you're going to get put in the zone. I mean, you're going to have a great workout when you take Spark. It's very versatile, sugar-free, got 21 vitamins, amino acids. It provides a great mental clarity aspect other than just energy. So it's not your typical energy drink. It's a light years healthier than the Red Bulls and the Monsters. In fact, it's not even the same category. This is a nutritionally advanced energy drink, and it tastes phenomenal. It comes in a bunch of different flavors. But that's the first 10 days. And after the first 10 days, what people generally feel is they feel their waistline shrinking, they're shedding body fat, they're breaking through some food cravings, their energy is up, and oftentimes, the scale going down is a byproduct. But it sets the stage for the max phase, which is the next 14 days. And the max space centers around this product here called MNS. MNS stands for Metabolic Nutrition System. So if you think about that, without having to explain anything more, it's a nutritional system to fuel your metabolism. It fills in all your nutritional gaps, and it's impossible to get everything we need through food. I don't care how clean somebody eats. This fills in all your nutritional gaps, and when you have your nutritional gaps filled, you have better craving control, you have better energy, you have better assimilation and digestion, but it also is fueled to enhance your metabolism as well. So your body utilizes fat, it fuels your lean muscle tissue. This product is so comprehensive, and it's the foundation on day 11 and ongoing. But in conjunction with this product, you get a box of meal replacement shakes. And this is a perfect meal. And we usually recommend that people take it for breakfast simply because people either skip it or they're still eating a bowl of cereal, which is all sugar, or they're stopping and getting a donut and orange juice or coffee on the way to work, and that's what their breakfast is. This is a perfect 1-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein, 24 and 24, 5 to 6 grams of fiber depending on the flavor. And it tastes really good, and that's not lip service. Every single person that we get on meal replacement shakes is so blown away by how good they taste versus whatever stuff they used to take in the past. And it keeps you full for 3 to 4 hours, and it's just jam-packed with nutrition. So it fuels your body, again, fuels your lean muscle mass, starves your body fat. That's an entire theme about AdvoCare's products, is they fuel your lean muscle tissue, which forces your body to starve body fat, or to use body fat as fuel. And you also, you actually get 2 boxes of Spark. This is just a canister, so you get another box of Spark for the second phase, for just feeling awesome. 3 to 6 hours a day if you work out. I take 2 a day, 1 first thing in the morning, and before I work out, I'll take another Spark. But that's the 24-day challenge. There are some add-on products that, what we refer to as gas pedals. So they just accelerate your results. Catalyst is a fan favorite for all people who are looking to get lean and shed body fat. This product was formulated for the '96 Olympic wrestling team. I only say that because I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling coach, so I like to talk about wrestling. But if you think about wrestling, they got to make a weight class. They got to lose weight in order to weigh in at that weight class. However, if you look at wrestlers, they're generally very lean and very strong. So what wrestlers took this product for was to maintain their lean muscle mass while they were cutting weight. So they can stay strong, stay powerful, stay effective on the wrestling mat. But what people in the fat loss community found was it provided the same effect for people who are looking to lose weight. It fuels your lean muscle tissue, so you're shedding body fat. So it provides the effect people are going for. People aren't just looking to lose weight. They aren't just looking to step on the scale and see 160 go to 140. They're looking for a body transformation. And a lot of times people aren't looking to go from a big marshmallow to a small marshmallow. It's kind of the analogy I use. They want to have the effect. They want to have muscle tone. They want to have full muscles. Not like bodybuilding dudes, but like even for women. In fact, this is like one of the top 3 selling products for women is Catalyst. So this is a phenomenal product to take in conjunction with the 24-day challenge and ongoing. And then just a couple other products, because AdvoCare, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is a product that everyone should stay on ongoing. In conjunction, after the 24-day challenge is where we customize. AdvoCare's got a phenomenal sports nutrition line of products. So if you are an avid workout person, post-workout recovery is the most advanced recovery drink in the entire world. It takes your body from a breakdown to build up. We work out to break our body down so it builds itself up stronger. This enhances that process, reduces soreness, and again, just takes your body from that breakdown to build up faster, which is what we're trying to do, and it tastes amazing. And muscle gain, 100% pre-digested protein. So it's super easy on your stomach, super digestible, super usable. And again, it's just fueling that lean muscle tissue, low on calories, starving body fat. And this is just a great way to get additional protein, because that's about probably one of the biggest things people lack in their diet is they're not getting enough protein. So this just, you can add it with pancakes, oatmeal, you can just make smoothies, which is my favorite thing to do with it. But so there's tons of products that are customizable. I mean, there's products for little kids, there's products for your great grandma. But this is where the bulk of people find massive results in the 24-day challenge and ongoing. Personally, my results when I first did the 24-day challenge, I lost 10 pounds of body fat the first time I did it. And my experience was a lot like Todd Miller's in that I was super skeptical, and I was already eating healthy. I was sticking to an exercise program. The variable was taking the products. And the body fat alone was impressive. Just before, after, abs were coming in, I was really impressed by that. But the kicker for me was how good I felt. And I think that's, when you feel good and you're making good nutritional decisions, you're shedding some body fat, one good decision leads to another, and people just get phenomenal results. This is a catalyst for huge transformations for people. So do the products work? Absolutely. The products are the best in the entire world, and they come with 100% money back guarantee. So what do you have to lose? So in transition, I'll just kind of share about the business side of AdvoCare. Can you earn income? I'll share my story with you. Do you get help? And what's your timing? And to kind of lay the foundation for that, if you want to look at this whiteboard here, you can see that there's 4 relationships that you can have with AdvoCare. And this is great because it's very customer-friendly company, AdvoCare is. You get to choose your relationship. The first relationship is a retail customer. So if you want to try these products, not have any involvement whatsoever, you can pay full price as a retail customer. Comes with a 100% money back guarantee. I can tell you this, though, AdvoCare is approaching $1 billion company, which is a massive amount of product that's being sold, $1 billion. AdvoCare has the lowest return rate in all of direct sales. And there's thousands of direct sales companies. So when you think $1 billion of product in the next couple of years we're projected to, they have 2 part-time workers that work 2 days a week in their returns department. That doesn't speak volumes about the effectiveness of these products. I don't know what it does. But you should know, 100% money back guarantee, paying full price. You just got to know a distributor. Second relationship is a wholesale customer. And this is a great relationship. People can be, this is like analogous with a Sam's Club or a Costco. You can sign up to AdvoCare, become a member for $79. And what you get with that, you get $50 worth of all the Spark flavors, and you get another, all the flavors of Slam, which is like portable Spark. That's kind of in a 2-ounce bottle. So you get $50 worth of product. You get your own website that you get to order from now, and you get a 20% discount for an entire year. There's no minimums. There's no auto ships. Nothing's coming to your front door unless you click submit and you want it coming to your door. And that can be your relationship. It's just to strictly get AdvoCare products at a discount. Why pay full price when you can get it at a discount? There's nothing weird. And the discounts range from 20, 25, 30, all the way to the top discount level of 40% in AdvoCare. And some people choose to be hobby-level advisors in AdvoCare. And what that means is people, they love the products, they want to get the best discount, which is 40%, and they want to share them casually with people. It's just kind of a side hobby for people. They love the products, they share with their family, some friends, and they want to get their own products paid for. Say they use $200, just a random number off the top of my head. They're using $200 worth of product a month. They want to sell a handful or have a few loyal customers who use the products so they don't have to budget for it. It's a great relationship to be in. And a lot of times people earn an additional $300 to $500 extra a month just by sharing these products very casually with others. And then the fourth relationship is a business advisor. And there isn't any difference in how you get from number 3 to number 4. The only difference is just a mindset switch. In my opinion, the difference between number 3 and number 4 is number 3 is they're passionate about the products. And that's all they talk about is how, how to teach people how to get great results on these products. Where number 4 is they do the same thing. They're passionate about the products, help people get great results on the products, but they'll say, oh, by the way, there's an income opportunity here as well. You can earn an additional $500,000 extra a month if you can walk, talk, and care about other people. And that's where I'd like to spend some time tonight about number 4, because people are finding AdvoCare as a phenomenal Plan B business opportunity, and that's where I'll kind of share my story. I've known personally about AdvoCare for about 16 years. So I used to take Spark as a high school wrestler. This was probably back in 1998. So I've known about it for a long time. I knew the Olympic wrestling team took products way back during those days. And so in my eyes, AdvoCare was always very legitimate, very, very credible company. But I hadn't thought about it, for the next 10, 11 years of my life until I was working as a strength and conditioning coach with the Chicago Cubs, and AdvoCare kind of found me again. I saw the products in spring training amongst the athletes. I saw my boss at the time was on the Sports Advisory Council, which we talked about earlier. So all these things are kind of swirling around me about AdvoCare. No one was talking to me about it, though, until August of 2010. I was working in Daytona Beach as a strength coach for the Cubs, and one of the coaches came up to me and asked if I'd heard of AdvoCare before. And I told him I had, quite frequently recently. And he just said I should look more into it. It could be right up my alley. And that's all he said. I didn't know what he meant by that, but my curiosity led me to AdvoCare.com. And if you haven't been there, I encourage you to go there. It's very impressive when you start to peel back the layers of AdvoCare, from the products, the safety, the unpaid endorsers, the science. I was impressed by all of it. I had no idea there was an opportunity attached to it, though. I was going to order some products, and this is where the story took a turn towards the opportunity. Was I went to order some products, and it said contact the distributor. And that's where the light bulb went on, as I finally realized that this was a direct sales company, which just simply means that the products go directly from the company to the consumer. That's all it means, is direct sales. You don't have to go to a store to get it. You got to know a distributor. So I didn't know a distributor, and so I had to go through a zip code search to find a distributor. Led me to a man who's become one of my best friends, J.P. Penscover, from La Crosse, Wisconsin. And I talked to him on the phone, and I was just really making sure that these products were really safe, because I was working with professional baseball players at the time, and I needed to make sure that if they got into my stuff, they weren't going to test positive. And knowing what you know now, since we talked about it, AdvoCare is like the safest product line in the world. So these baseball players could certainly take it, but it was for my own use. But as I was talking to JP on the phone, he asked me if I would be interested in learning about an income opportunity and how it had blessed him and his family. And I was open to hearing about it, simply because I was 27, broke. In fact, I'll tell you what I was earning at that time. My salary was $21.75 before taxes got taken out. So I was bringing home, I think, like $1,600 a month, and I was having to pay rent in Florida for my apartment. I own a home in Minnesota. I was in my master's program. I was 2 months out from getting married, and we were having to pay for a lot of our wedding on credit, and just financially things weren't adding up. So when JP shared an opportunity to earn some additional income on the side without spending a whole lot of extra time at all, just going through life and just talking to people, I got interested. And JP had shared that he was doing AdvoCare for 8.5 years and spending 10 to 15 hours a week. At year 4, he was spending 10 to 15 hours a week. Before that, it was 5 to 10. And he was earning $30,000 a month doing AdvoCare 8.5 years later, 8.5 years into his business with AdvoCare. After I picked my jaw off the ground, I remember asking him, my response to that was, whoa, wait. How is that possible? How can you be earning in a month more than what I earn in an entire year by these AdvoCare products? It almost got me more skeptical than anything did prior to that, because that's just an insane amount of income. I think we would all agree. I won't ask you to raise your hands across the internet, but it's a lot of money. And it was intriguing to me. I was skeptical, but at a healthy level of skepticism. What I mean by that is it just forced you to ask good questions. I wasn't closed-minded about it, like, oh gosh, that's too much money. I could never want to earn $30,000 a month. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I think everybody would. So I started asking some good questions, and I started to understand that this is something he's just built on the side, and all an AdvoCare or successful organization, as JP was telling me, is a lot of people using a little bit of product, and you sprinkle in some other business builders that saw it like you, and it duplicates and it multiplies. And now there's thousands of people on product, all because you took some action. And you get a paycheck. And it's passive and residual, because when people run out of this, when they run out of Catalyst, when they run out of Spark, what do? They order more. I started to understand that, and I started to get pretty excited about that, provided that I got great results in the products. And if it all revolved around that end user getting awesome results, I thought it was the most brilliant business model in the entire world. Got on the 24-day challenge. I already kind of shared my results. I got great results. Once that happened, I was like, I'm going to share this with everybody. I think everybody deserves a chance to feel really good. If they want the business, I'm going to share that with them. But if they say no, who cares? They're going to get great results in these products, and they're going to continue to use the products. And I get paid from that. So I went straight to that top discount level called Advisor, which just means 40% off of products, but it also opens up the floodgates, as I like to say, to the 5 ways you can earn income by building an AdvoCare business. And I got several 24-day challenges. I got my sister on the product. She lost 13 pounds on her first 24-day challenge. I had a buddy, one of my best friends, a couple months out from his wedding. He lost 18 pounds in 24 days. I got a guy, acquaintance that was referred to me from Elko, Minnesota. You guys don't know where that is, but lost 24 pounds in 24 days. And story after story after story, people started getting awesome results. Naturally, we're earning some income because they're getting the products from us. And in our second month, we earned $300. And that was pivotal, because not only was it my goal to get my car paid for, but I started sharing with people that you could earn an additional $300 a month. And I was almost ashamed of saying earning $300 a month. I didn't think anyone would be interested in that until I found that a lot of people were interested in that. Because people are just, they're feeling the pressure financially, and in your JOB, you have limitations. You know, a lot of us are salary, so it doesn't matter if you work more hours. And when you're salary, sometimes it's pretty depressing when you calculate it out to hourly, because sometimes it seems more like minimum wage. So this is where AdvoCare, it breaks down the walls of your job, and now you have this unlimited opportunity if you choose to go after it. We chose to go after it. First year, it ended up paying me, I say me because it was my thing for really the first year pretty much, $36,000 of extra income my first year. Doubled my income as a broke strength coach, fitness person, which is, most people are broke. It's a starving artist lifestyle. Second year, $52,000. I mean, the 8th month of my third year, we're averaging about $9,000 to $10,000 a month now. And it's been absolutely transformed our future, and just the people that are part of this company. It's just transformed me as a person, as a leader. But those are, that's where we're at with AdvoCare, and why we're kind of sharing it with everyone else today is it's not about pat on the back, Brandon, pat on the back, BJ, way to go, you guys are doing good. We're looking for other people, other leaders, other people who have a level of disgust. Maybe they're lacking, maybe they hate their job, maybe they're working too many jobs, maybe they don't have any time, maybe they're strapped financially. It's generally people who have a level of disgust in their life that find an opportunity like this and run with it. If everything's hunky-dory, you have all the money you want, and you're so happy, this opportunity might not be for you. Why would you want another opportunity if everything's great? So if you have any of that disgust in your life, we'd love to lock arms with you and help you break free of those things. But from a corporate standpoint, AdvoCare is 2 years out from being a $1 billion company. What that means is AdvoCare pays out 60 cents on the dollar. 60 cents on $1 billion on every dollar means $600 million is getting paid out to distributors. who are planting their flag in their hometown and their family and their communities with their friends. And with the internet nowadays, the world's really small. It's not just in your neighborhood, in your backyard. In fact, I live in the Twin Cities area of Minnesota, and the majority of our business is not there. It's in Scottsdale, it's in Des Moines, it's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, it's in Omaha, Nebraska. It's everywhere but in my backyard, which would be nice if it was in my backyard, but that's just the power of the information age. The industrial age is over. The years of working 40, the days of working 30, 40 years at a job and they're going to pay you a pension and you're going to get Social Security are over. It's the information age. This is where people can really harness an opportunity with the world's best products, and we're looking for people to lock arms and help. But if all you ever choose is to take the products and get good results, we'll love you there and we'll help you get great results too. That's all we got. I suppose if